So, yesterday I painted up all of the remaining colors, and today I painted the rims, the bases, and as you can see, I just poured them into Agric's Earthshade, and they are still drying except for the leader model. That one I actually finished weeks ago simply because I wanted to finish one of them. This was at the phase where I thought, well, I paint one of them completely and then I move on to the next. But I think the gripe with me is that unless I'm super duper into a unit, I probably should just do the batch paint. Or sometimes I just do batch painting. Usually I'm not really that kind of guy, but I think it's definitely a different beast to paint up 10 or more models that are going to look the same compared to a group of Infernus Marines, which are just 5 models. It's going to be interesting to see how this will end up with the Sisters of Battles here, but yeah, I think I can have enough fun and diversity with this little angel guy there and the command leader. And again, I also have this Novitatis kill team. So the next step to finally finish my orc army would be to now repaint this killer boss, which I have here. I actually have two of those. One of them was the second model I've ever painted. Yeah, and the reason why I have two of those is because I bought the Stormbringer magazine 2 times. For one, because I kind of wanted to have two of those as leaders, because I wanted to paint some of my orcs violet and some green, but eventually I decided to just paint up the rest of them full green. I don't know, I had the idea of this duo of two characters, kind of like the red and blue Goomba from Paper Mario, and also they have two different weapon options. That was kind of cool. But another argument that I had was I kind of wanted to have a mage for my orcs, but that was a time where I wasn't sold on paying an 11 euro issue of Stormbringer just for that one miniature. Nowadays, I probably would just buy that box. But now, um, back then I wanted to try out the challenge. I sliced up some bits of my hobgrots, and it was enough to build this little fella here. I tried to sculpt a pot for him, but it was too big to fit on the base, so I just kept the thing separate. I could add some details, but yeah, I have a pot if I ever need this thing, but usually I fill them without it. And yeah, then I had the idea of this imposter Arcanum guy, who's just a Knight Arcanum orc, because he dressed up as a Knight Arcanum with the cunning idea to sneak behind the Stormcast enemy lines and act as one of their own. But he smelled so bad that they fought out anyway, and also this is a female armor, and he doesn't even look like a woman. So, despite this, because summer is coming to an end, slowly but surely, I want to try and prime up the rest of my gray miniatures. I do have brush on primer, but it just saves so much time to just spray it all on them. And as you can probably see, these sisters here, they have some mold lines left. And I think tomorrow I will try and remove those, at least on the helmets. Usually you should do this before you even assemble the stuff, and I tend to do that on character models, but usually I'm too lazy for that. But these lines, they're just so on the nose, I kind of want to get rid of them. And if I'm fast enough, I can prime them tomorrow if the weather is right, and if not, well then I might wait for the weekend or longer. We will see about that. Anyway, that's the plan. And maybe I dangle back and forth between this idea and just painting this one up. And while technically my orc army would be done after I finish the calibers, I still have these Iron Jaw odd boys here, but I want to paint them up a little bit different than the rest of the group. And yeah, even though they are technically not from the same army, I might use them as part of them in one-page rules. So here, there you have it. This here's my palette, by the way. I kind of like that this piece is changing colors depending on whatever I'm currently drawing right now. And as you can see, a lot of rust and red and grime from the Hobgrots. A little bit of leftovers from my salamanders, as well as the rusty building that I've showed you in the last video. Yeah. Anyway, I wish you a good night or whatever time it is, and we'll see you next time.